Breathing in, there is awareness of breathing in. Breathing out, there is awareness of breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Insufferable behaviors. Castigation and Retribution, Part 2. Discipline and punishment. To discipline someone is to teach, often a child, and usually with assertiveness rather than with anger, about why certain behaviors are unacceptable, as well as consequential, and efforts to directly yet positively change the undesired behaviors, and, indirectly, the beliefs behind them. While punishment seeks only to use pain as the primary behavioral deterrent, inflict hurt or harm, often with anger, and effectively teach them nothing more than to become resentful or hateful, as well as potentially plant or even water the existing seeds of further retribution. Punishment befitting or unbefitting. Rather than punishing a child by inflicting pain and trauma, perhaps teaching them in a compassionate and loving way how certain actions and behaviors can cause or otherwise trigger suffering within others, as well as themselves. Effectively encourage them to learn from their perceived mistakes and errors, instead of invariably conditioning them to project the pain and anger they feel as induced by their punishment onto themselves, as potential self-hatred, self-harm, and even self-destruction. Punishment or abuse. Sometimes a rather thin boundary exists between punishing a child for saying or doing something wrong and outright abusing them, inflicting physical hurt and or psychological harm upon the child simply because the parent has yet to resolve their own suffering, has yet to effectively understand how their conditioning to punish rather than discipline is perhaps an inheritable and insufferable family tradition. Punishment or retribution. When someone, invariably a child, triggers our unresolved pain and suffering, and we react with anger, rage, or otherwise levy some form of punishment against them, are we actually casting retribution instead by potentially inflicting hurt or harm in return?